A lot of people do these things just because of the welcome offers.
It seems like everyone has ended up in Amex pop-up jail recently, and apparently I'm not an exception. However, I really wanted this Amex card, so I did some research and here are 5 ways people have bypassed the Amex pop-up jail, with the 5th method being the most promising and the method I will be personally testing out myself. But let's start off with the method everyone knows of, spending your way out of pop-up jail. So this is going to be a longer process. However, it's a classic and it's probably going to be the most reliable method to get you out of pop-up jail. So what does this method entail? Basically, just be a profitable customer. Just use your Amex cards more and probably put all the spending that you've been putting on other credit cards onto your American Express credit cards or charge cards. Because doing this, American Express will make more money off you, therefore want you to be a continued customer. So they're going to give you better bonuses, better benefits. They're going to want to make you happy because they're going to make a lot of money from you just using your credit card. So you have to give them a little bit of incentive to let you out of pop-up jail. So what's usually recommended? According to the channel Points Inbound, based on their research and stories they've heard, you should concentrate most of your spending on your American Express cards for at least 3 to 6 months. So definitely not going to be a quick process. And another tip they provided when you're doing the spending during this time, don't close any credit cards from American Express, because that's usually the reason a lot of people end up in pop-up jail is they close too many American Express cards, and American Express isn't happy with that. So it's basically similar advice to what Ben Hedges says, just wait and do spending. Now what should the spending look like? You definitely shouldn't overspend just to get out of pop-up jail. Only spend what you normally spend, but also don't spend barely nothing on the American Express cards. Doing something like $20 a month is probably not going to break you out of pop-up jail, based on all the data points we have about pop-up jail. However, there have been some reports that just minimal spending like that will break you out of pop-up jail. Unfortunately, these data points aren't that plentiful. So just to be on the safe side, whatever you're spending on your other credit cards, try moving that over to American Express credit cards. And the last tip about spending your way out of pop-up jail, according to the channel Help Me Build Credit, they found some people have reported that putting more spend on co-branded cards is actually the better option. So cards like Delta, Hilton, Marriott, and the reasoning behind this is because you'll keep American Express partners happy because you're putting spend on their cards. Therefore, they want to continue working with Amex, and that makes Amex happy. I'm not sure where they got the data points from. I've never heard this before, but it may be worth a shot, especially if you have a co-branded card that has pretty good multipliers. So I would just try to keep that in mind. And the second method to bypass pop-up jail is referral links. To use or don't use them. So there are a lot of data points out there, the FICO forums or Reddit, where people have used a referral link to apply for American Express credit card they've been wanting, and they get the pop-up jail message. However, when they go to apply for it without the referral link, just a normal public offer, surprisingly when they apply, they're not in pop-up jail. However, there are other reports when using one person's referral may put you in pop-up jail, but using someone else's referral may not put you in pop-up jail. Maybe it's the offers, maybe one referral link is better than the other, and the lesser welcome bonus will get you out of pop-up jail, or maybe it's just a different link from a different account. Honestly, pop-up jail is so weird. But not only that, you'd think that referrals probably make sense on why you would be in pop-up jail, because American Express not only has to pay you out a welcome bonus, but also pay someone else a referral bonus. So it makes sense that American Express doesn't want you to use referral links, right? Especially ones that have a high welcome offer. But there have also been reports of people not using a referral link and being in pop-up jail. However, when they use someone else's referral link, then they're not in pop-up jail. So it's very strange. I would just do some research and try to find as many referrals as you can. I would just try using those links and see you're in pop-up jail, and hopefully one goes through for you. Some other tips when using a referral link is you can also put them in a private browser. Just using a private browser in general might also work. And the third method going along with the second method is to apply at different places. So RJ from RJ's Financial actually reported on this, and he's seen some data points where people were in pop-up jail, but when they applied for the card using the Resi website, which is a restaurant reservation website owned by Amex, they weren't in pop-up jail. Other places you can try this is maybe you're applying for the Delta credit card. If you're in pop-up jail while you're at the airport, try to go to a Delta credit card counter and putting an application there. This method will also probably work on co-branded cards that you go to the website and you apply over there. Maybe you can try the shopping cart method where you go through a fake checkout process, add an item to your cart, check out, and then at the end you'll usually be offered a credit card. Maybe you won't be in pop-up jail if you try those. Also, maybe test and try to apply for a different variant of the card. card. Some people have been in pop-up jail for the American Express Platinum card. However, when they go and apply for the American Express Charles Schwab Platinum card, and they find out they're not in pop-up jail for the Charles Schwab version, even though it's basically the same card. I know personally Anthony Venture tried this, where he tried to apply for a Delta Gold card. He tried to use my referral links, tried the public offer, tried the private browser method, and it still wasn't working for him. However, the method that actually worked for him where he wasn't in pop-up jail was to apply for the Delta Gold Business variant, which is basically the same card as the personal, and you don't need an actual official business to apply. And then there's the fourth method people have used to bypass pop-up jail, which is to use email and mail offers. However, you can't just use a generic mail or email offer. You basically have to have a personal invitation from American Express to actually apply for the card. And usually you can tell from a generic to a personal mail or email offer is usually at the end of the email or towards the bottom of the mail offer. There'll be a 4-digit code that you'll enter when you're filling out the application. Specifically, Chad Money Minutes actually covered this in his live stream. He went to go apply for the Hilton card, especially now with the elevated offers. They're pretty awesome. But Chad was in pop-up jail. Fortunately, he had one of those offers. He tried to apply for the card, and fortunately, he wasn't in pop-up jail. He was able to get the welcome bonus with no hassle at all. So that's probably going to be the most efficient and surefire way to escape pop-up jail. However, there's a fifth method that not too many people talk about and was brought up by Ninja, which is to call in and apply over the phone. According to Ninja, he just recently applied for the Hilton Aspire card, and then about 5 months later, he tried to get the Amex Gold card, tried all the methods, nothing worked. So he tried calling in and thought when he was calling in, if he was able to bypass pop-up jail at least, he would probably get the lower offer of $60K. However, fortunately, the customer service representative he was talking to offered Ninja a $90,000 welcome bonus with $4,000 in spend within 3 months. So that's pretty insane. Now, I've never heard of that before. Calling in to put in a credit card application to bypass Amex pop-up jail. Now that's interesting. And I wanted to try it for my credit card application, the Charles Schwab Platinum card, because my annual fee renewal for the Amex Vanilla Platinum card came in and I wasn't eligible for a retention offer. Besides, I've been wanting the Charles Schwab Amex Platinum card for a while now. You can cash out your points, which I saw as a big benefit because personally I don't have too much travel going on, but I do have a lot of high spend my wife has been wanting to do that I don't necessarily want to pay for, but we'll see how the math works out. Plus, if I apply for it during this time, I could double dip the Saks Fifth credit, and also I could double dip this year the FHR credit and the airline credit. So I said, hey, why not? Why not try Ninja's method of calling in? Because I've already tried to apply for it online, and apparently, to my surprise, I was in pop-up jail. However, when doing research for this video, Spencer Johnson actually tried to use this method and asked the customer service representative if there was any way around pop-up jail. And unfortunately, Spencer couldn't get away from pop-up jail even when calling in. But let's see if I have any other luck at least sharing the process with you of what it's like to apply for American Express card over the phone. So let's get to it.
Please tell me the reason for your call.
Apply.
Will this new card be for business or personal use?
Personal.
Thank you for calling American Express. This is...
Hello, my name is Calvin.
Hi, Calvin. Can I ask what your last name is? That's it. Okay. And just before we continue, there's one little thing I must read. If you submit an application with me, your credit score may be impacted only if you choose to accept the card. So which American Express product would you like to apply for today?
I was looking into the American Express Platinum Charles Schwab.
And are you currently an existing American Express card member?
Yes, I am.
Could I get your card number? All right. Before we get started, this card is only available to you if you maintain an eligible account at Schwab, an eligible account. In order to verify this, I will need your last name, your date of birth, and social security number. And I had your last name as E as in Edward and G as in girl.
Oh, N is in November and G is in golf.
Oh, there's an N in the middle. Okay.
Oh, no, there's no E.
There's no E, just N and G. Pronounce that for me.
It's I like to pronounce it ing. Some people like to pronounce it ung.
But it's just NG.
Yes.
As easy as it is, I'm sure a lot of people get it wrong.
Right, exactly.
So by continuing, so are you okay with me going ahead and validating this then?
Yes.
There we go. Yep. And it's so funny. I had a customer literally right before you doing the same thing. His account did not verify, but thank you. I was able to verify that you have an eligible brokerage account. All right. So do you remember what the security pin that was that you created?
I think so. I think it's
Okay, I'll give it a shot here. Tell you what, I'm impressed whenever anybody gets their question on the first try because it doesn't happen very often. So the annual fee for the American Express, moving right along, I do have some information to read to you. It's going to take me a couple minutes, so sit back and relax. Now, rewards and benefits. You can earn 100,000 membership reward points. This offer may not be available if you already have this card or have had it in the past. The way the process actually works, once the application is completed and submitted, I will receive an alert if you are ineligible for the welcome bonus offer. If you are eligible for the welcome bonus, the application continues to process. And I'll be honest with you here too, even if somebody has one card with us, I always let them know there's a chance you might not be eligible for that offer. I do a lot of crossing my fingers and toes for people.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, a lot of people do these things just because of the welcome offers, and I can understand that. So I'd rather have them not get mad at me when we get to that point and have them prepared just in case. So,
I appreciate it.
right. So with a clear yes or no, do you accept these terms and conditions?
Yes.
Was that a yeah or a yes?
Oh, yes.
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 Was a yes, right?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that sounded like a yes. I heard the yes. So can I answer any questions for you at all?
No, I don't have any questions.
Would you like to apply for the American Express Platinum card today?
Yes.
I have a couple different designs. I have the classic platinum. I have one that has flowers on it. One that literally looks like a child took his crayon or marker and scribbled all over it. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
I think I'm going to go with the classic.
I kind of don't blame you. All right. Federal law requires all. And may I have your full name, please? May we have your email address? Date of birth? I remember 1996 because that's the year my son was born. Perfect. Your social security number? Perfect. Your telephone number? Fantastic. Your home address? Your annual income? Thank you for that. Do you have any non-taxable? And what is the primary source of this income? All right, I have a little more to read. Do I have your approval to process your application?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. And I'm crossing my fingers here because this is about the time we usually find out about the welcome offer.
Gotcha.
Calvin, based on your history with credit cards, I wish you would have got the welcome offer.
Yeah.
People are nice. I literally cross my fingers.
Oh man, I really thought this method would have bypassed pop-up jail. Even though this method didn't work for me, I would still give it a try anyways. You never know. For each of these 5 methods that I list off in this video, some methods work for some people, some methods don't work for some people. It's just something that you really gotta try for yourself. There's no clear answer, no clear method that will actually guarantee you to bypass pop-up jail or even to get you out of pop-up jail. But at the end of the day, test it, try it out. If it works, then it works. So happy hunting, and I'll see you later. I appreciate you helping me through this.
Oh, you are so welcome. I would have been just tickled pink, though, if you would have got that welcome offer. But by the sounds of how many cards you have, you've had your share of welcome offers. Huh?
Yeah, that's true.